Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. I have never been here before. Look at this little bridge. I've never been here before. And B-Turn, who I met the other day, I know B invited me to this like conscious essentially meetup. I have no idea where the people are at. I'm gonna look for them. It's from 1 to 4 and it's like 2:30. But this is gorgeous. Oh my god, this is so pretty. Wow, look how beautiful. We've got a little parking lot. It's really nice. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what I do today. I see them, guys. That's B-Turn on the mic. So I'm gonna go up there.
She gone, all gone. She proud of so strong. She fights and hold on. We on a hold. All is forgiven, now forget. Gratitude is a breath, work for the cortex. Ride with my family, so try, we enormous. Climbing my brothers barefoot to the vortex.
And you, the next direction, you receive a brand new. And you say, oh, yeah, I have this pain here. I've had this pain in my body, that's something. And it comes from this place, not from that place. Same thing with emotions. So my invitation for the next round is to receive the instruction the way it goes. Try it. Receive the instruction the way it goes and see if you could go beyond just your mind.
Oh my god, they have a little vegan potluck. Okay. So we've got some beets. Man, you could like dye clothes with this. Oh, broccoli, grape salad, and I don't know what this is, and some veggies. Oh, it was so sweet. I liked it. Definitely want to come back. You guys, look at these coloring books that B-Turn made. How cool is this? This is so cool. And then there's the girly ones. Well, I'm not saying that that's not girly, but the Little Mermaids. Oh my god, I love it. Oh, how cute. Oh, this is so cute. Everybody's been telling me to make my own. Maybe I will. I am grateful. Oh, how cute. I love it. Oh, this was such a vibe. I loved it. I definitely want to come back again. She said that next month they're having, oh, look at a little photo shoot. Next month they're having like a dream expert who's gonna help with like lucid dreaming and dream interpretation and stuff like that. So I am super excited to come to that. It's the weekend after. Oh, there's like an RV park there. What the heck? It's the, I wonder who owns that. It's so pretty here. It's gonna be the weekend after I get back from Vegas. So this was so, oh, 999. This was so nice. I needed it. It was beautiful. I loved it. I like it Picasso.
Because it's so funny when I post.
Look at this, y'all. Did you roll this?
No, Rico did.
Oh, Rico rolled this.
Yeah. Call it a bat.
A bat? Yeah. You guys look. Little. Oh my gosh. I love a good blunt. I haven't smoked the blunt. When's the last time I smoked the blunt? I used to roll them. That's what I was smoking, but then I got like the tobacco leaf gets a little addicting.
Oh yeah.
So I switched to vegan cones.
Yeah,
Vegan paper.
I need a switch.
Oh my god, I look like a cutie patootie! Look at me, my hair looks good today.
Yeah, it does.
It came out really good. Ah, Laura Lee, it was dressed like Britney Spears, y'all.
Yeah.
Britney Spears circus era.
Get it.
She runs Cannibal with her man Rico and the
Jeffrey.
The MC Jeffrey. Where are they at? They're over here. Rico, say hi. Wait, where are you at? And Jeffrey's back there. Jeff, say hi. There's Jeff, Rico, hey. And we vibing out here in front of the movie theater. Hey, we vibing out here. Hey. Everybody. everybody is chilling on a smoke sesh.
Movie starts at 6:47.
Oh!
It's empty. It's over there.
Tents are so cute. Yeah, at some point I will. Everything is so cute.
The place that I'm looking at, bro.
Sweet spot conquering you more. Oh wow. Boo.
She just
Like, it feels like it's just gonna be the next thing.
Oh my god, you guys. It is like 10:30. Tell me why I am just now leaving the fucking movie area where we were all like hanging out smoking out, right? I got here at like 5:30. I met up and hung out. Okay, so if you're not on Close Friends, like I told them that I went to that event earlier, like the little park sesh or whatever, and that I had seen on Instagram the guy that emceed the carnival, that he was gonna be, that they were doing like a Cheech and Chong movie night at the movie theater, and they were having a smoke sesh from 6 to 7 in the parking lot. And I'm like, oh, that sounds fun. So I had like a bunch of different things I could have done today. Like I could have gone to the La Jolla Playhouse and like seen that play that I met that chick, Adrian. I could have done that. I could have gone to the guy that does like the ADU protest. I could have done that. Or I could have done the park, which is what I ended up doing. Okay. The conscious session, which was really awesome and amazing. While I was there, I gifted B-Turn some of the little mushies chocolates that I got from Laura Lee at Carnival, because I mentioned that I was microdosing, and he's like, can I get some? And then I'm like, oh, well, I obviously didn't have my capsules with me, but I was like, I remembered that I do have some chocolates in my backpack that she had given me a little sample. So I gave them to him, and I gifted him a little mini joint. So then I end up, I finished that, and then I'm like, I feel like there was something else that I wanted to do. I feel like there was something else that I wanted to do tonight. I know there was an event tonight, and then I remembered that I had seen the MC Jeffrey post that they were going to have this sesh. So I see that it says like meeting in the parking lot pretty much, and like to get your tickets, and I'm like, well, I don't really care about staying for the movie, so I'm not going to get a ticket, but I'm just going to pull up in the parking lot. Now the instructions say, location says top floor, like in the building, like top floor of the parking garage. But I go to this mall all the time, and I know that there's no top floor. So I'm like, what the fuck are they talking about? I'm like, I'm just gonna drive around until I find them. So I pull up and I see Jeffrey right away. He's outside of his car, like posting that he was there or whatever. And I'm like, oh, that's the guy. And so I'm like, fuck, I couldn't remember his name, but I like log on to Instagram, and I'm like, Jeffrey, okay, got it. So I pull up, and then I'm like, I point at him, and he was like, oh, he recognized me, because you know my red hair, you can recognize it. And then next to him, I see that there's Laura Lee, Rico, and the brother Dallas, and I was like, oh, perfect. So I pull up, and because I'm early, they're like, come in. And so I go into the car, and then we all just start smoking it up. We start smoking, talking. Laura Lee's daughter calls her and it's like, I left my charger wherever she was at staying, which was Dallas's wife. She didn't have her charger, her phone was on 10%, and she's like, I'm so sorry, like I'm too far from you, I can't get it to you or whatever. Okay, well, in a little bit after that, Dallas gets a call from his wife, and she says, you have the car keys. And so now she's got to make the trip back. Like, they have to go back to the house. So I said, oh, well, is your daughter near this location? And she's like, yeah, she's staying with her. I'm like, perfect, now she can get the charger back. So now she got to surprise her giving her a charger. She's like, that's true. And then she turned the keys in for the car. Laura, where she was going was right next to my apartment, like the building next to it. So I was like, oh my god, this is where I live. She's like, really? I'm like, yeah. And so then we have a good discussion in the car, talking about like my life and my cult like upbringing and being Puerto Rican, like all this stuff, and we get like into it, right? Really good combo. We come back, we smoke a little more with everybody, and then everybody goes into the movie. And I had to pee really bad, so I was like gonna leave, and I was like, I'm not gonna watch the movie, you guys, I'm so hungry, I want to go home and eat, right? So then I was gonna leave, and then I'm like, well, I'll just go up and walk with you guys, and I'll pee somewhere in there, right? So I walk up to the movie theater, and like you guys saw, I filmed some or whatever, and I walk up and I'm saying bye to everybody, because now at this point everybody's going in to watch the movie. So I say bye to everyone. They're like, you're not coming in? And I'm like, no, I'm so hungry, I'm gonna go home and make food. So then this guy, Rennie, he starts talking to me. He's like, why aren't you coming in to watch the movie? And I was like, I'm really hungry, I'm gonna go eat. Somehow we get caught up in conversation, and the feeling to have to pee like went away, I think because I was really high. But I just got caught up in conversation with him, and we ended up just talking for like a long while outside of the movie theater, to the point where he's like, do you want to get food? And I'm like, yeah, because I was gonna leave to go cook, so if you want to get food, yeah, we can do that, because I'm hungry, and that's why I didn't go watch the movie. So we go into Yard House, and he's like, oh my god, I haven't been to Yard House in so long. So we go into our Yard House, and it's really good conversation. We like, you know me, I can have a conversation with a wall. So I have a great conversation. I could tell he's vibing me. I'm not vibing him, but I wanted a free meal. Bitch, I'll have a conversation and a free meal because I enjoy talking to people, and I knew that he was into me, and I was like, yeah, buy me food. I will have some Yard House not on happy hour at full cost, and you will pay for it, right? But I got Dusty energy from him. I could tell. And then our server was named Dusty. So I saw a girl carrying a trash can while walking next to us. There was the song In Sync, bye bye bye, came on. There were so many signs saying like, this man is Dusty, and I'm like, oh, I know, but I will get him to pay for my meal, okay? And I enjoyed the conversation. We were having a good conversation. We were like telling each other like his girlfriend like broke up with him, and he has a 3-year-old with her, and his life is like you know, in shambles. And so we love trauma dumping, and so I'm totally down to like trauma dump. Like, you guys know the other day, that guy that like came and sat in my car, Tyrone, they cloned Tyrone, remember? So it's like, I'm used to, you know, these therapy sessions. I'm fine with it. And so it was fun. It was a vibe. So we ended up talking at Yard House. We eat, whatever, it's cool. And then it's time to pay, right? And he's like, you want to go smoke? And I'm like, yeah, you want to pay? And then it's like on the Ziosk, right? And so I'm like, here you go. I was like, we can pay on here. That's why they don't give us a check. He's like, oh, okay. Cause like, you know, I made it obvious that I'm there all the time. I'm like, oh, regular, baby. So I'm like, yeah, here. And so I was hoping that it would be on one check, but they separated it. They separated the 2 appetizers we got. And I was like, fuck, because I wanted him to pay for the whole thing. So then he's like, oh, and they probably can split it for us, or we can probably split it on there, right? And I was like, Dusty. Okay. I'm like, I already felt it. I felt it in my head the whole time that he was going to want to split it, right? And I was like, I'm going to make him pay for this. So I was like, he was like, oh yeah, that'll split it. I'm like, yeah, go ahead. So he's like, okay, I got the chicken nachos, so I'll pay for that. And he said, I got the drink, so I'll pay for that, because they put the drink, he had like a soda water, sparkling water though, Topo Chico or whatever it's called. They put that on there. It was like $4, and then the chicken nachos, okay? So his check was like $22. And then I got the poke nachos, but we shared everything except for his drink. So he was like, okay, I'll pay for this one, which was like the more expensive one, right? So mine was like 18 something, and I am paying for it. And as I'm paying for it, I'm like, I didn't get your name. This entire time, I never got his name. He's like, oh, I go by Rennie, but my real name is Lawrence. And I was like, oh my God, I never got your name. And I was like, well, Rennie, as I'm paying, I said, you asked me to get food. I thought you were taking me out because I said that I was going home to cook. And he was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, it's fine, I got it. He's like, no, let me pay for it. I'm like, I already paid. He's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, Alex. I'm so sorry. Let me Venmo you. And I'm like, okay. He's like, how much did you pay? I'm like, it was like $23. He sent me $25. I'm like, okay, thanks. Yeah, bitch. The fuck? I was gonna go home to cook. You fucking took up my time, you dusty ass motherfucker. Fucking pay for me. So I made him pay for me. And I could just tell he was dusty energy, bitch. His ex was like had money. So I'm like, oh yeah, I know. You give Dusty energy because she had money, so she probably took care of your ass. But anyway, she ended up breaking up with him because, I don't know, I guess because, I don't know what happened, but pretty much something about, probably because he's smoking weed every day and she doesn't like that, and he's on a different journey than she's on pretty much, and so they just broke up. So of course he wanted me. I'm like, bitch, you fucking little rebound bitch, get the fuck off my dick, right? So anyway, I still still let him believe it though. So it wasn't until after he paid for the check and that we were sitting in the car smoking that then I let him know that I like girls, because like, I'm gonna get that mail. Okay. And I will say that during the consciousness little park event that we were doing, one of the exercises was like, what is something you're passionate about? And I said that I was passionate about food and restaurants and that I love going out to eat. And so the Lord blessed me with a little treat today that was so unexpected. Okay. And it was good. It was a good conversation. Past me would have already been hooking up with him. So he was like, I know, you guys, I always just be doing this. I just be going back in. And so he was like, dude, we were hotboxing the car, we're smoking in the car, we're talking about shit, whatever. Trauma dumping, he's also an ex-Christian, so trauma dumping. I wanted to turn the car off so the sound was an issue. So anyway, we're trauma dumping and it's like a vibe. And so anyway, I was like, and his birthday's February 22nd, my dad's February 21st, and then his sister's August 17th, and my grandma's August 16th, so it's like really weird, right? Anyway, so we're talking, and I told him that I had like my gay awakening, and then I told him that like about Tyrone and how Tyrone was like, do you have a boyfriend? I'm like, oh, I'm into girls and stuff. And so then he's like, I was like, oh yeah, I told him about like, we talked about losing our virginity, and I was like, how old were you? And he was like 23, and I was like, oh my god, me too. And I was like, I was just talking about this with Laura Lee. So I was talking about it with Laura Lee because religious trauma be making you do some crazy shit, right? Like, waiting until marriage, right? And so he was married because he was like super Christian, but I never got married, but I did lose my virginity. And anyway, so we were talking about that. It's so funny. And so he was like, wait, to a guy? And I was like, yeah, I thought it was straight. And he was like, so you're saying there's a chance? And I'm like, honestly, no, I'm really not into men. I'm on the anti-men train. He's like, what? Why? I feel like we've had a good night. I would say he's better conversationalist than most men, but still no. Dusty, I said, no, you give Dusty energy. You asked me to go out and then you didn't want to pay for me. And then he was like, what? No. And I'm like, no, you don't even have a real iPhone. He has an iPhone SE. I'm like, you don't have a real iPhone. I'm like, you can't afford me. You can't afford me, bitch. I was like, and I also don't date men with kids. And he's like, oh, God, I know. And so anyway, I was like, but listen, I've been celibate for like the last 4 years. He's like, what? Really? I'm like, I know. I was crazy before 2020. I was like, old me would have been sucking your dick right now. He was like, well, we don't have to turn it into anything serious. I'm like, no, Bubby, I've been celibate. And like, it's a different level of connection now. It ain't gonna work like that. He's like, I get it. But he's like, let me get your number in case you ever want to date men again. I'm like, in your dreams, babe. He's like, you want to smoke? He's like, what are you doing tomorrow? I'm like, I don't know, I just vibe. He's like, you want to smoke later this week? I'm like, I don't know. We'll see what I'm doing. We'll see where I'm at. We'll see where you're at. We'll see. I don't know. I was like, old me was a pig me. All I cared about was the male gaze. He's like, well, you're like really cute. He was so shocked that I was 38. He's also 38. And he was like, how old are you? And I was like, 30. I'll be 38 next month. He was like, oh my God, I thought you were going to say 28. You look so young. I'm like, I know. And then Laura Lee said the same thing. He thought I was going to say 24. Laura Lee thought 28. Everybody's always so surprised. And I'm like, Integratron, age regressing, healing my trauma, no kids, never married. I know I look great, baby. I look great. I really do. So anyways, it was such an unexpected night. But then we talked up until now. And I was like, bro, I gotta go pee. And so I'm tired and now I'm home, and it was like such a fun night, and it was really cool to like have these conversations. And he was like, you're fun to talk to because like I love thinking about this stuff and I don't really talk about it with anybody. And so I'm like, yeah, that's my content, bitch, follow me. So it was a really cool day. I'm really happy it turned out the way it did. And I'll say today we were on the high. let's keep it that way. Oh yeah, and he said that he does very much benefit from being a white male. He was like, I don't know, I just get like everything I want. And I know this is fucked up to say, but I know it's because I'm a white man. And I'm like, thank you. Because I always talk about how the caucasity of a white man in America, because the patriarchy was built for them. And he's like, yeah, you really have to think that way. He's like, I literally just know that I'm going to get what I want. So I always just get it. And I'm like, okay, thank you, God. Thank you, God. Like I said, I know I'm going to make this man pay for my meal. Even if he tries to be a dusty, I will call him out on it and he will pay for it. And he did. And he did. Okay. And that's how you do it. And that's how you do it. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. That's how it's done. That's what's up. Anyways, thank you so much, you guys, for watching today. I was telling close friends that I'm trying to pull back from the public. Right now, my top priorities will be close friends and subs. But even then, don't take it personal if I do take some time away, because I am trying to not merge my world so much and create boundaries between personal things and things that I want to share with you guys. But I thought today was a fun story to tell y'all, because I do not plan on dating that man. So I wanted to tell y'all. All right, have a good night, y'all. I'll see ya later.